All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. Good to see all of you. This is Sketching the Privateer, the show where I develop my comic book and plot the pages. I'm your host, JoesAtmosfere, and as usual, I am joined by Justifier Jim, who is on the mend. How you doing, man?
Well, as you said, I'm on the mend, doing better than what I was, but still not 100% yet. Excuse me.
I hear you. What we got here? Oh, we got the Royal Fox says, love the new intro.
Me too, Royal Fox.
The Dork Knight says, what's up, Joe? Why are you running against us on PCM? Laugh out loud. I have had this show going for a while, Dork. This is the 51st episode, if you didn't read the top there.
Good to see you,
got the notification and wanted to say hi and give you a like. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it greatly. It's good to see you there, Dork. That's my co-host on tomorrow's show at about this time on Pop Culture Minefield. That's what PCM stands for, folks. It's called Dork Side of the Ring. It's a show that he and I do. So, how are you doing, young man? You like we said, you're on the mend. You're not quite there yet. You back to work yet, or no?
Nah, I'm thinking Monday I should be good enough to go back to work.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, let's take a look at today's script, and we will take a look. Let's see. I've got to pop this up. You guys won't be able to see it, but what I will do is during this part of the show, I will show a few of the pieces of art we already got going here. Oh man, you're seeing that before I do. It just popped up. Good to see you there, Lord Toth. How you doing? Let's see. Let's go ahead and show them some of the poster work and stuff while I bring this up. Mm-hmm. This is work I did on the promotional posters, and I'll just put that on a loop real quick while I read this off. Yeah, last week it was a 2-page spread. I guess I could go ahead and put that up, can I? Mm-hmm. Let's do that instead. Let's bring that up. Yeah, it was a 2-page spread. This is pages 2 and 3. That's what we did last week. And it's a spread with 2 pages. They find a cop that survived the explosion of the police van. What we're talking about here, if you haven't watched the show, the ongoing storyline in the present, there's a few levels of time going on here, guys. Actually, there's only 2 levels of time going on right now, but we're going to add a third by the end of this page we're doing today. But in the present day, there's been an attack on a police van because there was a group of guys they picked up at the harbor that were driving the boats that had the cocaine in them, that the privateer had stopped a helicopter that was running with them in the first episode. Anyway, they blew up a police van with the cocaine drug smugglers in it, and only one person survived, and they just found them at the scene. You see the helicopters in the picture there on either side, and then you see guys trying to clear the rubble, and this is actually the cop laying across the rubble. And then on either corner, you see right here, Communist Rain is talking to his people about getting somebody down there to find out what this guy knows and get rid of him. And the privateer, at the same time, in the other corner, is planning on sending his people down to protect him. So this is going to be the big. This is going to be where the fight originates, right here between Communist Rain and the privateer, because they both want to know what this guy knows and all that good stuff. So it's going to be the catalyst for the action coming up. But before that, though, we have to address what happened at the end of the last one, right? So the script today is it takes place in 2002 at Guantanamo Bay. Now, if you remember in the last page of the first issue, he's at Guantanamo Bay. He's been captured by U.S. troops in Afghanistan, and he's been sent to Guantanamo Bay. and they're questioning him, and that's when he breaks his chains and tells them who he is, right? And so this is going to start up. Hang on a second. I got a bunch of comments here. Let's take a look. Lord Toff says, how are you guys doing today? Good afternoon, everyone. That's Christian. Been working on your drawing, man. It's looking good. I'm about to send you a picture here as soon as I get done with some stuff at work. It'll be this evening. I'll send you some. I'm hoping to finish it today, man. It looks good. I was struggling with your face, Christian, for a little bit there. I had you looking a little fat, but I got you now. But let's see. Lord Toss says, hail Christian. David Burrows, my son, says yo, and they're just saying hi to each other there. A joke for all the guys. What do you call a sergeant who is loving and respectful? A drill sergeant, of course. Yes. And Lord Toss starts laughing about it. Okay, so where were we at? We're at here at the end of the first issue. Like I said, he breaks his chains. And the name of this issue, as you can see written up top here with another helicopter. There's a lot going on here. This is in the middle of downtown Miami. This happened. So that's a news helicopter. This is a first responding helicopter right here. There's firemen all over the place and stuff. So that's what's going on in this scene in this 2-page spread. But the page we're going to do today is, let me bring this back up. Yeah, it takes place at Guantanamo Bay shortly after he breaks his bonds. Mm-hmm. And the commander of the garrison enters the interview room. He orders the guard to lower his rifle because as soon as he broke his bonds, the guy drew down on him. Mm-hmm. And let's see, remove what's left of the cuffs and remain at his post. He then asks the privateer to sit so they can start over. And he starts asking him about some of the answers he gave. And then he finally asks him, how did you get here? You know, because remember in the last episode, he told him how old he was. He's 250 plus years old, right? And actually, no, at that point in 2002, he's only like 230 something years old, right? Mm-hmm. And anyway, he's going to ask him, you know, how did you get here? And that's when he'll the last panel of the page, he'll say it's a long story. And then next week's page will start his actual origin story. Most of this issue is going to be his origin. We'll get back into what's going on in real time in the next issue. But this is how we lead into his actual origin, how he ended up on the high seas, learning all that stuff, becoming a pirate and all that stuff. And you know that better than anybody by now. And if you've watched the show before, you already know it because I've read it live on air before. So anyway, so let's get started with that today. And this one's pretty much a straightforward structural page with storytelling. And this is, I find it kind of funny because, you know, I can't remember the guy's name that said it. Oh yeah, it was, I believe it was Ethan Van Sciver, EVS, guy that used to draw the Green Lantern. He now does his own independent comic called Cyberfrog. Very good artist. I love the guy. He's very detailed. Anyway, when he did a review of ISOM #1, Young Ripa's book, the new one, right? He said, yeah, they did a really good job at the stuff that artists hate to do. And that's what I'm fixing to plot out right now. And it's the stuff that you have to do to structure a story. It's the plain old conversational, people walking around kind of shit. It seems boring, but you've got to have it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. And we're going to go ahead and head over here. Now, look, guys, if you're watching on Twitch or Facebook, I ask that you get on YouTube and watch it because I will, from this point on, I will not be able to see your comments. Most of my viewers are on YouTube, so I'll be there. And so if you have any comments or anything, just put them in there and I will address them at the end of the show when I come back over here. Okay. But if you want to talk to me in real time, then go ahead and switch over to YouTube and watch it there. Okay. Let's see. Now we want to switch cameras. So, Jim, hold down the fort for a second while I get that done, will you?
All right.
All right, man.
Hijacking the Pirates channel again. Nah, it's good to be back, everyone. I'm also working on my stuff too, the Justifiers. I'm on episode 2 right now. Right now, Finback has been captured by the Master Virus and his forces, but he's working on breaking out. Will he be able to break it out in time to help his team? Because at the same time, his team is trying to look for him, but they're being sidetracked by Master Virus's forces attacking the city, something they haven't done outright, blatantly in the daytime before. Is going to be interesting. And actually, the Justifiers that are left right now, which is Sonica and Clearshot, they revealed to their friends Greg and Ronnie who they are and what.
Uh-oh. Glad to hear you're feeling better, Jim. Yeah. Jim, if you can hear me, we can't hear you. Go ahead and leave and come back, buddy. Damn this thing. Leave and come back. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, it's a sound thing. Sometimes this happens. Bear with me, and we'll get back to it. Okay. So what you're seeing there now is the stuff that I did last week, and I've got a fresh sheet under there. And actually, what you're seeing in mine is okay. You hear me now, buddy?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
So yeah, sorry about that. Apparently, it killed your sound again for some reason. I don't know why it does that.
No, that's fine.
But that's okay. Whenever I give you the slash throat, that means just come leave and come back in.
All
okay?
right. Sounds good.
All right. So let's see where we're at here. Got some drawing pads in my way. And let's go ahead and get on what we're doing today. Now, so this right here is the 2-page spread. That's the Communist Reign talking to his folks. That's the Privateer talking to his folks about getting to this scene right here. Of course, the Privateer wants to protect this guy, find out what he knows. Communist Reign don't give a shit. He wants him toast, right?
He dies.
Right. He wants him toast. Let's see. Let me get. I gotta get my thing for my comments. Okay. Let's see. Rhonda's like, glad you're feeling better. Lost Jimmy's sound and he's back. Okay. Yeah, she's just filling everybody in on what's going on.
Yep, appreciate that.
All right. So let's
Did you get your T-square out of the car?
No. No, I'll be reusing one of these pages. I'm telling you, man. You know, when it comes to the streaming thing, I prep, but I mean, I'm busy, man. I just got off work a little while ago.
Oh, for sure. Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I got off work at 8 this morning.
Okay.
Well, actually, it was a little bit late this morning. My relief was a little bit late getting there. And so I was a little late getting home, but they got somebody to show up about a half an hour after I was supposed to get off.
Okay.
But I never think about it. You know what? I need to do it as soon as I'm done here. Let me take a look and see. Yeah, you guys can see me all right, huh? I could probably tilt it up a little bit.
There you go.
Is that better?
Perfecto.
Okay. Cool, man. Let me see. I'm looking at it on the. There we go. Okay. So we're on page 4. First of all, I didn't do this last week. See, without you here, I don't think about what I'm supposed to do, man.
Oh,
See,
man,
you know,
I messed up.
and I forgot to turn my light on. Hang on. Now you should be able to see me just fine.
Yes.
Probably got some rings on my eyes, but damn this chair. You know, these office chairs are comfy and everything, but the base of them don't cooperate. But anyway, I forgot to label the damn pages.
Whoopsie.
So we got to do that. Privateer. And yes, I write in all caps. I don't know why. I guess just because I want people to understand what I'm writing. Page 2 and page 3 of issue 2. Man, we're zooming right along.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't get to see the digital work I do. I will catch you up on that at the end of the month. I'll show you. I have some of that to show you at the end of the month. But work hasn't been cooperating with me lately. They need somebody to drive a lot at work, so I've been working. I got to get Christian's portrait done, and as soon as I'm done with that, then I will be back on top of things, so I can start on my comic book. That plus, we've got now, like I said, this is straightforward storytelling here, so we're just going to make. I think we're going to do it in 5 panels. Because the change over to the 1700s, by the way, if you guys don't know, the privateer was born in 1750, July 4th, of course, because we know he's an all-American character, right? But yeah, it's just straightforward storytelling. So I believe what we're going to do is we might put one lengthy one in the middle, but I'm thinking that it's not going to take many. It's not going to take many panels to tell this. You know what I mean? But I just don't want the transition to happen in the middle of the page. Although, you know what I might do? Okay. What I might do, yeah, let's do it this way. We might actually do the transition right here on this page, now that I'm thinking about it. And I was talking to Gary, a guy that works on comic books that I know at Pop Culture Minefield. Talking to him the other day about this. I was like, you know, half of the fun of writing one of these things is actually plotting the pages, which is what you guys are watching me do right now. Because half the time, I was telling him, I said, half the time I don't even know what I want it to look like until I start drawing it, you know?
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking about is, I'm thinking that we'll do a 4 square. We'll come back in with 2002, Guantanamo Bay. Right? And maybe
Hey, Knock.
maybe we'll have the building. Is he there?
Yeah, he's here.
What's up, man? How you doing? He's waving at us. He's using emojis. But maybe we'll show the guards at a, you know, chain link fence maybe or something. I'll have to do some research and see what the actual facility looks like, but maybe show some guards up here in a tower with rifles or something. Show the building on the inside, something like that. I like that. And then here we're going to have we'll have the guy. Let's see. Excuse me. I think we'll show the privateer looking like he's ready to fight, right?
Yes.
Kind of like in a Wolverine stance. the guy pointing a weapon at him. Right? We'll show the muzzle of the weapon, and then we'll have door flying open, and the commander behind him. Right, he'll be here. And then I'm sorry. Sometimes when I get into the drawing, I forget what I'm doing.
It's called being in the zone, buddy.
I hear you. But anyway, he's going to be
That's
here.
why I'm here. That's why I'm here. But sometimes I be forgetting because I get mesmerized by it too. But
so yeah. Did you get around to watching The Last of Us, man? What did you think of that thing? I guess you don't have HBO Max, do you?
Correct.
That's right. So what is new and exciting that you've watched this week since you've been home? I know you've been watching stuff.
Well, yes. In between time of me taking naps, the massive several naps I've been taking lately, I just finished watching that 90s show on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's got some decent nostalgia to it more than anything. But it's got potential. We'll see if they get picked up for another season. I just started watching a couple of tokusatsu shows, which is Japanese live action. Yeah. That's where Power Rangers came from and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been watching some of that lately.
Okay.
And then other than that, oh gosh, I can't think of anything else I've been watching.
Really?
I can't
That's
remember.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so what we got here is we got the privateer ready to attack this dude that's got the rifle on him, and we got the guy busting in the door, telling him, not to do it, right? Then we're gonna have him. He's gonna tell this guy to go ahead and leave, and he's gonna. Excuse me. Damn, where's my drink? You guys all being sick around. My wife has lost her voice, not because she's sick. I guess because she's talking too much. That's her job these days. But I'm starting to feel a little wet in the throat. Damn it! You guys need to stop it. Let's see. Playing Madden and watching random shows until football starts. Yeah, I'm gonna miss the games today. I'm gonna hate to miss that one tonight. That's gonna be good. Did you? We got a story to cover tomorrow, buddy. Did you see the headline where the Giants hotel has no water, so they can't take a shower?
What?
Did you see that? Yeah, in Philly. Coincidence? Don't think so. I was laughing my ass off when I read that. I said, the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles was like, turn the water back on. Don't piss them off. Come on. What are you doing? But anyway, yeah, we're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow. We do our football show at 10 o'clock in the morning Central. But yeah, this one here, we're going to have, actually, you know what? I think we're going to make that one straight across one, too. Now that I'm thinking about it. This guy's going to put his hand on the table and tell him to go ahead and sit down. Extend his hand, what's going on thing, right? Of course, these guys are military, so they've got rolled up sleeves and everything. And then, and we really don't need to see his face. And then the privateer will put a hand on the back of the chair. Right? While this guy's taking his cuffs off. He's put his his weapon back on his shoulder, right? Because he told him to. And he's going to be using a key to unlock Privateer's cuffs, right? There's his chair. But this guy who's got, of course, he's got the full rig on. He's got the ammo pouches. Got his hat on. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be this guy taking his cuffs off. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, we'll do two long ones down here. And then the privateer next will be sitting right here with his back to you. We'll switch perspectives. These two panels were taken from two different perspectives. So let's make a third perspective here where you see his back of his head. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just wearing a wife beater in prison, right? So they don't have any clothes on. He's just got a tank top on. And this guy's going to be sitting at the desk with a pencil in his hand. Right? With a file in front of him on the desk. He's going to be asking questions of him. Right? And of course, like every bureaucrat, he can be kind of bent over, kind of slouching a little bit, kind of like Igor. Right? Just body language. Body language is important in comic books, man.
Yeah.
You know. So that's what he's going to be doing. And of course, we're going to have the soldier still here. And he's going to have his weapon at port. Right? So he's ready to use it if he needs to. But he's just going to be standing there. And in this panel, he'll tell him, hey, he's basically at this point asking him, how did you get here?
Right.
And he's going to say, well, it's a long story. And then the next page is when we go to the 1700s. Right? And we get into, that's what it took us 4 pages to get to this point. The other 16 pages in this story, the only reason why I opened with the guy surviving the blast in Miami is because that is going to be the whole reason for the action at the end of the 3rd comic, which is going to be the end of the 1st year, right? Because we'll put one out per quarter, and then, like I was telling you, at the end of the year, we'll put them all together in one collection, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm liking how this is going.
Me too.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool so far.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to put much detail in this because I have to look. I'm making notes on the side. Okay, we need to Cuba prison research. I got to see what it looks like. And I'm sure that there's pictures of it somewhere. You know,
Sure.
and even if there isn't, I'll just look at other military prisons and just do something like that.
Right.
You know, we know we got. You know, there's going to be friggin' barbed wire on top of the damn fence, though. You know that.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
going to be like something out of the Walking Dead, probably, that prison.
Right.
And then, of course, we got this guy bursting in and telling his soldier there.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Stop.
if anything, there's this movie that you could reference, maybe. It's called Harold and Kumar 2, Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, but we'd have to. I've never seen that, and I'd have to look and see what the details look like in that.
Right.
I mean, you know,
But
I
I'm
don't even
saying
know.
most likely
It's a comedy, so the chances of that being accurate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it may give you a base outline of, like, you know.
Right. I got you.
So most likely there's images on Google.
Right. We'll see. But yeah, this is going to be an M16 rifle head, so pretty easy to do there.
Mm-hmm.
You can always tell where the privateer is because he's always got that ponytail out the back of his head.
Yep.
Kind of like somebody I know. Kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they talk about self-inserts in comics. This guy is definitely a self-insert.
Yeah.
Shoot. I'm just not as muscle-bound as this guy is.
I got a self-insert in the Justifiers, too.
Do you?
Yeah. But I'm trying so hard not to make him the focal point, which is weird because he's not the main. He's one of the main characters, but he's not the main protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
At least not yet.
Yeah.
It may come a time where somebody needs to step up. Finback needs to, step down or step away.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody needs to take over leadership.
Mm-hmm. This is how I always drew fists, man. I always drew like a square with a thumb on it. That's how I always drew fists. I mean, in a hurry. Of course, I'll put more detail in it than that. We're just plotting right here.
Right.
All right. Leaving room up top for the dialogues, what I'm doing here. And this guy is kind of leaning over because he's about to draw his weapon. That's why he's turning his head, but he's actually. And I need to move. Well, no, I don't need to move the table. That's good. Okay. There's a broken chain. Of course, there's a hook right there. He's got cuffs on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and then over here, this is the commanding officer coming in and saying, hey, relax, blah, blah, blah. Take it easy.
Take it easy, man.
Take it easy, man. We in Cuba, man. Just take it easy. Take it easy. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Don't worry none. Don't have a seat. Huh?
He said, sit that all-American ass down before I make change.
Right? Damn it. Don't make me have that guy shoot you. And then we got, let's see. He's got his hat on. Of course, this is 2002, so pretty sure they still got these hats. They're still working those things. He's taking the cuff off of him. He's going to have that in his hand right there. And then he's going to be play with the key right here on the cuff. And then I'm just darkening it up so you guys can see what I'm actually envisioning here. And then he's got one hand on the chair, back of the chair, right? Excuse me, I got an itch there. And the table is still here. One of the room, about here. Don't want it right dead center. They're hanging down. There we go. That'll work. Okay. So he's got a utility belt on. I was struggling for the name of it earlier. It's a utility belt. That's what this thing's called that he's got on. It's web gear, actually, is what the gear is called. Web gear. Why they call it web, I never understood why they called it web gear. But my friend Gary could tell me. He's a vet. I don't remember why they call it web gear. Knock, if you know, put it in the chat for me, man. I really don't know why they call it web gear. Really don't know. But he's got his on. All right. And then, of course, every pair of BDUs has got cargo pockets on it. And then we've got a high and tight wearing Marine General.
He said, why do they call it web gear?
Let's see. Okay, first of all, he said, Mahomes says if he wins tonight, he'll have to up Lawrence going to Waffle House after the game. Wonder where he would go. And repeat the question. Yeah, your ammo pouches and stuff, the belt and the suspenders that go with it. What's it? They call it web gear for some reason. Why do they call it web gear? I don't remember why they call it that. I don't know if it's an acronym or what. I have no idea. He's got brothers in the military, and he was in for a little bit too, I think. So he may know. He's not a military madman or anything, but he might have an idea. Let's see. How's my sound this week? Is it?
It sounds normal to me.
It sounds better. Okay. Well, I mean, Rhonda got me this mic that that I can actually move around with. So, you know.
Yeah, it sounds like you fiddled with it enough to where it works good.
Yeah.
I meant to tell you that last week and forgot.
Yeah, that's cool. You
day.
weren't there last week.
Not last week, the other day, Wednesday.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. And he's writing. He's got a pen.
But I did watch part of last week, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's writing. He's keeping notes. We got a guy at Port Arms over here with the M16. And no, he doesn't have his finger on the trigger, brother. Finger on the trigger. It's a bad thing.
Yeah.
People get shot that way.
Yep.
But anyway, got the guard over here. And then we've got Pry from the back.
Knox said, I guess it's called webbing because the different pockets connected? Question
Could
mark.
be. I don't
He's
know.
not sure. Yeah.
I'm not sure either. That's what I was saying. I really don't know why it's called web gear. I really don't. Not aware of why. Okay, so he's going to be sitting over here getting questioned without his cuffs on. And that's where he tells them, yeah, it's a long story. But this is where we find out there's a lot of dialogue here that's going to happen. You know, he's going to be explaining, he's reason why he's coming in is because this guy's a billionaire and this dude knows it. Okay. And he's going to treat him with a whole lot more respect than they were treating him with in the last part of the last comic book, right? And he's going to start questioning, saying, "Hey, how did you get here? What are you doing? Why are you in Afghanistan? Why were you in Afghanistan? That kind of thing." And the last thing he's going to ask him is, "How can you be 237 years old?" Right? And that's when he says, well, it's a long story, which obviously it would be, right? And the next 16 pages will chronicle how he ended up. It'll pick up the story as he's a child, where we find out that he's really good with building things and he's really smart. And that's really what sets him on a path. And what happens with his family in Maine and all that good stuff. So, okay, let's go through the process of switching cameras again. And like I said, if I give you the slash throat, that means leave and come back. Okay, that means we lost sound. All right.
Okay.
I don't have everything set up the way I want to right now, guys. What's going on here is when I switch cameras, I'm having to use the same cable for two different cameras because the idiots at Best Buy decided they knew better than my wife what she needed. And I haven't been able to get over to Best Buy yet to get what I really need, which is just a USB extension cord, you know. But no, they gave her something that goes from USB to some other kind of adapter. It's just dumb. Those guys at Best Buy, they can't just get you what you want. But anyway, that's where. Don't get me started. Anyway, I'm gonna wheel around and I will be right back with you guys. Hang on.
So yeah, guys, this is getting really good too because the origin story is pretty interesting. One thing I know it's been said a couple times before on other shows, but the one thing Joe's trying to do that kind of sets him apart from a lot of the other comics right now, he's actually trying to incorporate actual American history into his comics. So that way, you know, there's a little bit of education in it, but it's still got all the goodies of a regular comic book. And that's just really neat. You know, I think this is really something that can take off. This could be like the next big thing. Like, I just really think everybody that should really support Joe. Joe knows he's got my support. You know, do what I can to try to back my boy up. This is just a really great story. I love how he brings the past and the present together and gives it a sci-fi vibe on top of it slightly. You know, and there's that mystical element too. So you get a little bit of everything in there, which is really cool. I can't wait to see Team Communist Reign and Team Privateer mixing it up.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Right, cool.
We actually got it done this time. I think it's just when I switch to the other camera. When I go to my main camera that I usually use, it doesn't seem to be an issue.
Okay.
But okay, and guess you know what I forgot to do? I'm just going to turn around and do it. I'm not switching cameras.
Right. Oh, you
guys
forgot
can
to
hear me
write.
the whole time. I forgot to write down what page it is and everything. Forgot to mark
Yeah.
it. Got to mark them.
Right. Is it pop collared cool? Oh, knock. It's a double pop collar cool. You got to pop both sides of that thing, boy.
Right. Let's see. Issue 2, page 4. Damn, we're 4 pages into the next one, Jimmy. Shit.
Damn.
I got to get to work on the digital stuff, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay on schedule with it. As long as I keep doing this, I will have this piled up to where I can knock it out as fast as I can when I got free time, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the main thing, having the stories plotted out. Okay.
Right.
Is it pop collar cool? I think it is, man, but that's just me. I enjoy this story. Damn, he says. Damn. But anyway, that's where we're at. That's page 4 this week, guys. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. It looks really cool. Like I said, we're gonna do his origin story. We're gonna finish his origin story in this issue. I don't want to bounce around with that too much.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna tell his story right there at Guantanamo Bay, and then what's really gonna be funny is the next one is gonna be the first fight between Communist Reigns folks and his, and. But it's also going to have the introduction of the Royal Fox. So that's she comes in issue 3.
I like it.
The way they meet, and that's a flashback because I don't know if you've noticed how I'm setting this up, man. This is present day. This is 2023. This part of the story is going on in with the stuff in Miami. Okay, with the drug smuggling. Okay. That's 2002. That's when he's searching for bin Laden, right?
Yeah.
That's before he meets. See, this is when he's going to find out about the United Planets, and that it's a lot bigger than he thinks it is. It's not just planet Earth, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. He's going to be he's going to meet the Royal Fox chasing bin Laden again. Only this time it's going to be, I think, in New York. Not sure, but it's going to be at a strip club in New York, and she's dancing there, right? Yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah, should be fun, man. But anyway, that'll be a flashback too, because, like I said, the stuff with the drug smuggling, all the members of Patriot are grown up and in it. That's why I started this in 2002, when he's first searching for bin Laden. Right? They've already had their kids, and matter of fact. See, this is why I do this, so people can know they get the behind scenes stuff. He's sending Regal Inferno to go protect that cop.
Oh,
okay, that's who he's sending. Yeah, and when this story starts, American Fox is going to be a teenager. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, all the members of Patriot are going to be in this. It's just at the beginning here to tell his origin story. That's why I'm doing a little bit of flashback here and there.
Right.
Yeah. So it should be fun. Should be fun.
Sorry, I'm just really excited. Like
I know
how much of a beast Regal Inferno is.
Oh God.
So I'm excited to see that.
Oh good. Down with the flashbacks, he says. Friggin' Knock. You know the story better than anybody, Knock. We wrote all this stuff together, man.
Yep.
Well, actually, I mean, this is based on the stories we wrote, but since I'm doing it solo and the other characters aren't in it, I'm having to adjust a little bit here and there and do a little flashback and stuff like that. You know, it's not as linear. But yeah, man. If this takes off, we're going to get everybody in it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Listen up, guys. If you're watching this and you want to buy this book when I put it out, tell your friends about it. Let's get them sold. That way I can get a deal where I can get Jimmy's characters in it, and Knox's characters in it, because I'm not going to do it unless I can pay them something for it. So, you know, that means I've got to make money at it. So
right. And guys,
because
this story,
if we can make mythology a comic book,
oh my God,
then you know, then I'll bring in Knock and Saxon, and yeah, we'll have a good time. All right. So listen up, guys. Anything else you want to tell them before I break it down for them?
Nah, just appreciate y'all for watching and supporting us.
Yeah, I know it seems rush every Saturday, guys, but I'm doing this just to make sure I stay on schedule, so I keep plotting the book, and it's a chance for me and Jimmy to get together and compare notes on things because we're both creators and we like to create this stuff, man.
Yeah.
And Lord knows we need it as bad as comic books are these days.
Oh my God.
All right, so you guys know you're watching Sketching the Privateer, where I plot my comic book. We're in issue 2, and we're fixing to get into his origin story next week with page 5 of issue 2. And then, of course, don't forget, tomorrow morning will be the next time you see me. We'll break down the upcoming games from today. Do the Jaguars have a chance? How bad are they going to get slaughtered in Kansas City? We'll find out. Who knows? Can they pull off a miracle? I don't think they can, but hey, we'll have the whole story no matter what happens. And what's going to happen tonight with the Giants and the Eagles? Oh my gosh, that is going to be epic, man. A division rivalry right here in the playoffs. Those are always great. So we're going to be on at 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, our usual time, even though the games don't start till 3:30. Want to go ahead and stick to a regular time, and we'll cover the playoff bracket as is and the games that are coming up on Sunday. And also, don't forget that I will be on Pop Culture Minefield at 1 o'clock Central tomorrow for the dork side of the ring. It's everything you want to know about wrestling, including the WWE, AEW, that Johnny Rock and the Dork Knight have that covered. But I'm going to give you a report called State of the Apron, where I tell you what's going on in the minor leagues, the hardest part of the ring, getting into the big leagues. I'll be reporting on that. So that's 1 o'clock Central tomorrow afternoon. And then don't forget, tomorrow night, I'm not going to be doing Papa Joe Gamer up way too late on Sunday this week because there is a member stream and we've got playoff games. So I'm not going to be doing it this week. It will be back next week, Sunday night at 9 o'clock Central on Twitch. It's the only Twitch show I do. It's me having a few video games, cocktails, and fails. Man, you want to wait until you can watch it right now. You can go watch the replay on Twitch right now of me trying to play Mutant League football for the first time forever. I got slaughtered. I got destroyed. I didn't score a point in the game. It was just horrible. I've got to play that a little bit. And then, of course, Wednesday, my friends like Jimmy and Knock and other guys you see in the chat have a chance to come talk with me on my show, State of the Atmosphere, every Wednesday at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. We just come in for a couple of hours and talk about stuff that we dig and stuff that's topical in the news. And speaking of news, the Brothers Hack the Matrix will be back next week at its regular time. It wasn't here this week. As a matter of fact, I don't know, Jimmy, did I show you this thing? The announcement I put up about the show being canceled last week. Did I show you that?
I saw it. Yeah.
Hang on, I got to download that and show everybody real quick. It was funny, man. Hang on a second, because this is perfect. Let's see. I think I can just do it on my shared screen, huh? Let's see. Yeah, this would be good. It's a meme that I put up. Hang on. Let me see. Let's see. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah. It was breaking headlines that said the brothers will not hack the Matrix this evening. But it'll be back next week, and I put the picture of the two Muppets up there heckling from the balcony. But yeah, that's the Brothers Hack the Matrix. That's me and my brother going over today's headlines and having a few cocktails and laughing about it. Trying to anyway. Sometimes it gets serious on that show because my brother and I don't see eye to eye sometimes on some things, but we have a good time doing it because I love my little brother. He's one of the greatest. And we get together and we hack through today's headlines, hack through the Matrix to let you know what's really going on. So tune in for that every Thursday at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. So let's take one more look at the chat real quick. Let's see. Hand pink. Oh, he sent another emoji. Rhonda says, Joe, you are sporting a Fu Manchu stash. That's because I got look. The Privateer has a Fu Manchu. Okay, boys and girls, if you don't know this, all right, hang on. Let me see. Okay, if you don't know this, The privateer has a Fu Manchu mustache. I have to look like that by the first weekend in February because I've got a cosplay as the privateer at a Mardi Gras. It's not a Mardi Gras ball. See, Marcus and Meow, that crew has to do everything different from everybody else. Everybody else got a Mardi Gras ball. They have a jazz brunch on Sunday. They do it in the afternoon.
Because they're fancy.
Because they fancy like that. Yeah, that's it.
We like it.
Yep. And so, oh my God, it's snowing in Kansas City. Yes! I'm talking about it. I'm not going to see it. This sucks. I'll tell you what, I'm putting it on my phone, and every chance I get it working, we'll be looking down at it. Oh, shit. I mean, that's the bad thing. Where I work, I can't watch sports while I'm working. And so, you know, because it triggers gamblers. So I can't do that. But I'm going to be peeking in on it every chance I get. And who's it? 5 picoseconds. What's up, bro? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, 5 picoseconds is all over our chats, the different shows we're on. Okay, so that's what's going on with the channel. You guys take it easy. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.